Well, whether it's a night out with friends or a get-together with family, social media has turned every blinking moment into a candid photo opportunity. And don't you just cringe when you see that unflattering picture of yourself? I know I do. But nobody knows more about living their life in front of a camera than model and actress Molly Sims. She's graced the pages of some of the most popular magazines, and she starred in a number of hit television shows and movies. And Molly joins us today to share her tips and tricks for helping us look our best no matter when or where the photo is taken. Thank you so much for joining us, Molly.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I am great. First of all, I got to ask you, I understand you have a new addition to your family. Tell us about Brooks. How's the little guy doing?
I do. I have a baby boy, Brooks. He's 8 months old, and he's just learning to crawl and pulling to stand. So the days of just sitting there watching him are over, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's adorable. We're looking at pictures and the audience is just going, aw. Well, Molly, being a mom, it's not always easy to look our best in front of the camera, but you're going to help us change that by starting with the perfect pose.
Oh, the perfect pose. We can talk about that. You were talking about earlier when you were doing your intro about, people posting Facebook pages. We have a rule between my friends, and you can do it with your friends, is that if it's so unflattering to someone, don't post it. Like, that's the #1 pet peeve of mine. I'm like, if I look fat or I look bad or I'm doing a crazy something or other, don't post it. I mean, some people, my friends get so upset with one another when they don't take that into effect. So that's the #1 rule. Speak up and try not to let somebody post something you don't like. #2, when you're posing or you're taking your own camera, take the camera up and kind of tilt it down just a little bit. It can make you look thinner. And if when someone else is taking your photo, just say, can you just put the camera up just a little bit, and always turn 3/4, kind of cock back back just a little bit. Head down, always a good pose.
Oh, okay, good to know. What about our clothes? What are some things we should or shouldn't wear when we're getting our picture taken?
With clothes, I always say wear something that, makes you feel good. Spend money on your key pieces. Don't spend money on your trendy pieces. I always say when you're buying, more inexpensive clothing or cheaper clothing, go up a couple sizes. The fabric will hang better on you. Don't be afraid of wearing shapewear to smooth things out. A lot of women think that celebrities don't or do. I'm not sure what they think, but I promise you, when we're in gowns and we're in really tight things, we absolutely help smooth everything out. Yeah. But I think the most important thing is skin. For me, it's the one thing that I focus on, and because of my mom, I got introduced to Pond's many, many years ago, and they have a new line called Luminous Line, and it brightens dull skin. I think, washing your face and moisturizing it, I think, the old thing of having too much powder and powder every hour or too much foundation, I think the new thing that we're doing is, as you get older, less makeup and more moisturizer. So that's the biggest trick I can tell you, and if you're in front of the camera, always wear a primer. So do your primer, then your moisturizer. Actually, no, do your moisturizer, then your primer, or you can mix the two together, or you can mix all three together and do your foundation, and that will really, really save you from kind of looking older towards the end of the day.
Oh, good advice. Thank you. Now, we got to ask about you. I know you're keeping really busy these days. Any upcoming projects that you can tell us about?
Yeah, I'm co-hosting with Anderson Cooper this Thursday. And I'm writing a book called The Everyday Supermodel by HarperCollins. That'll be out next year, and it's all about my tricks of the trade through health and fitness and beauty and just helping women feel better and look better and all things that I've learned.
All right, Molly
I've kind of been like the guinea pig, I guess.
Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you on Anderson Cooper on our sister station, Fox 21. And for more information on what Molly discussed today, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. Well, up next on Delmarva Life, Second Street Players is gearing up for a big performance next month. Brian is at the Riverfront Theater in Milford with more. Brian?
Well, Lisa, this show has to do with a bunch of nuns going to Las Vegas. Enough said. You know it's going to be a good show, and we'll give you a preview of it when we come back. But first, here's a preview of what's coming up in the news on First at 5 on Fox 21 and later on WBOC News at 6.